This is the game everyone's gonna be playing by next week, and it just dropped today. March 2026 is officially the biggest month for mobile since December. I've tested more than 50 new titles so you don't have to, and here are the 15 absolute best new games you can download right now. Starting with number 15.
2 targets at the table. The one on the laptop is yours.
Copy.
Clear. Move.
Black Strike is the single-player military campaign mobile has been waiting for. We're talking full mission structures, sniping, clearing compounds, and calling in air support. It's 100% offline, cinematic, and even has a chaotic zombie survival mode for when you just want to break stuff. It's the perfect comfort food for FPS fans, but if you want something faster and way more controversial, then number 14 will shock you. Overwatch Rush is not a one-to-one port. It's top-down, twin-stick, faster, more arcade. At first I thought, why change the formula? Then I played it. Matches are under 5 minutes, hero abilities feel tight, mods and talents let you customize playstyles. It's strategic but quick, perfect for mobile. Some players hate the top-down perspective, but honestly, kinda works. Number 13. Resident Evil fans, you're gonna notice the inspiration immediately. Parasyte Z drops you inside an infected prison complex where resources are limited, ammo is scarce, and every hallway feels dangerous. The developers clearly tried to recreate that classic survival horror formula: grid-based inventory and puzzle exploration. Right now, though, it is still early access, so expect some bugs, crashes, and rough edges. Number 12. If you enjoy combat systems that actually require timing and precision, Katori Samurai is worth paying attention to. Instead of just button mashing your way through enemies, this game focuses on disciplined sword combat. So you're blocking, parrying, and striking at the right moment while navigating stylized feudal Japan environments. It's not the fastest game on the list, but that slower, tactical pacing actually makes every victory feel more satisfying. Number 11. Narin, Secrets of Dwarvenia is a 2.5D action-adventure set in the Tiny Archers universe. You play as Narin, a dwarf warrior reclaiming Dwarvenia. Combat is timing-based: block, dodge, strike. It's not flashy AAA open-world scale, but it has that classic action-adventure soul. Number 10. Barbie Horse Ride and Rescue is basically an open riding adventure based on the Barbie theme where you explore large environments, complete rescue missions, and take care of horses. You'll ride across beaches, forests, and villages while helping animals and solving small environmental puzzles. It's calm, relaxing, and clearly aimed at a different audience than most mobile games. But sometimes that slower, peaceful gameplay is exactly what people want. Number 9. Most horror games try to scare you with monsters, but Among the Sleep does something much more unsettling. You experience the entire story from the perspective of a toddler exploring a dark, distorted house at night. Everything feels oversized, strange, and deeply atmospheric. A hallway becomes terrifying. A shadow becomes a threat. Instead of relying on jump scares, the game builds tension through perspective and sound design. It's a psychological horror experience that feels very different from typical mobile horror games. Number 8. Exhausted Man is a physics comedy game where you control a character who is so tired he can only crawl around the house. Your goal is simple: survive one important night while completing small tasks around the room. But because of the physics system, even basic actions turn into funny chaos. You can decorate the room, interact with objects, and your choices lead to different endings. And if everything feels overwhelming, you can literally take a nap anytime. Number 7. If you enjoy physics puzzle games with heavy machines, Construction World 2 is actually pretty satisfying. You're solving engineering challenges using trucks, cranes, trains, helicopters, and even submarines. Every level is about transporting materials, lifting structures, and balancing weight using realistic physics. What I personally liked is that there isn't just one solution. You can experiment a bit, try different approaches, and it actually feels rewarding when your plan finally works. Number 6. Go Ape Ship. Imagine Overcooked in space with monkeys. You and up to 7 friends run a spaceship. There are 40+ mini-games happening at once. Fix engines, pilot, work out to keep morale up, It's chaos, it's hilarious, and it's also surprisingly strategic. Now, random matchmaking can be painful, but with friends, this becomes one of the most underrated co-op experiences on mobile. But let's go bigger. Way bigger! Number 5. The 7 Deadly Sins Origin. This is Netmarble going full console ambition. Open world Britannia, fully voiced characters, anime visuals that actually look like the show. Combat uses tag mechanics, switch heroes mid-battle, chain combos, strategy matters, and the world? Fishing, exploration, secrets. It feels like a Genshin competitor, but rooted in 7 Deadly Sins lore. Now yes, monetization is probably gacha heavy. It is Netmarble. But if the open world depth delivers, this could dominate. Now, if tactical realism is more your thing, number 4. If you want a serious tactical shooter on mobile, Rainbow Six Mobile is finally stepping into that space. This isn't run-and-gun chaos like most mobile FPS games. Every round is about planning, gadgets, and positioning. You choose operators with unique abilities, drones, breaching charges, traps, and then coordinate with your team to attack or defend objectives. Maps are tight, destructible, and very tactical. Walls can be breached, floors opened, angles created. Sometimes matches feel slower, but it's much more intense. Number 3. Back in 2019, Oceanhorn 2 proved mobile could handle a real console-style adventure. The 3D world and Zelda-inspired design were surprisingly polished. Now, 6 years later, Oceanhorn 3 is finally dropping on iOS. The story jumps 1,000 years into the Shadow Sea, with bigger areas, sailing between islands, and tougher enemies. Early gameplay looks smoother and more refined. The only downside, it's launching exclusively on Apple Arcade, so Android players are left out for now. Number 2. If you've never played Subnautica before, prepare for one of the most unique survival experiences ever made. Instead of forests or deserts, you're exploring a massive alien ocean on an icy planet. You dive deeper and deeper, discovering strange creatures, building underwater bases, and searching for answers about what happened here. The mobile version keeps the full experience: crafting, exploration, story, and that constant tension of not knowing what's lurking behind you. And visually, the underwater lighting and creatures look incredible on modern phones. Finally, at number 1, Where Winds Meet. If you enjoy open-world games with real story depth, you absolutely can't miss this free-to-play experience and its massive Hexi expansion launching on March 6. From what I played in the EA version, this is easily their biggest content drop so far. The new region, Jade Gate Pass, throws you into a huge desert landscape filled with dunes, ruins, mirages, and caravans. Visually, it's their most cinematic map yet. And this is just the beginning. 2 more large regions, Snow Mountain and Grassland, are rolling out over the next 2 months. Both feel completely different from Qinghe and Kaifeng. The snowy peaks look intense and dramatic, while the grasslands feel wide, vibrant, and alive. These are genuinely new experiences. What stood out to me personally was the storytelling. There's a boss named Wuxia, inspired by a Tang Dynasty general who defended his homeland for decades. The encounter feels less like a typical boss fight and more like experiencing a historical final stand. The main story also introduces a soul travel narrative mechanic, where you step into the role of a courier trying to deliver cotton seeds back home. It adds an emotional layer that feels more cinematic than a standard questline. On the gameplay side, there's a new martial arts style using umbrella and rope dart, focused on mobility, burst damage potential, and stylish combat flow. And of course, the part most of you care about, the entire Hexi expansion is free. And the game continues its no-pay-to-win approach, with monetization centered around cosmetics. During the update period, players can also earn limited-time rewards, including exclusive outfits, upgrade materials, and valuable in-game resources. New maps, new bosses, new storylines, new weapons. Everything goes live on March 6th. Can't wait for an adventure across the desert!